Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to my channel. It's me. Okay, sorry. I was playing a Roblox game before 9:15 arrived. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry because of that. And as the title said, we're going to be watching The Prodigal Returns from Jehovah's Witnesses, which was released back in 2013. And I find it the best Jehovah's Witness movie ever. But there are a few things wrong with it, so we're gonna see. So I already watched it before when I was still believing. So yeah, today we are going to be rewatching it. So let's get into it. Hold on, I need to search it up on J. Dude, I need to search it up. Search it up on JW Library. No, not. I'm on the website. Why JW Library? I'm going to jw.org. The Prodigal Returns. Okay, it also has an interview too, which we'll be getting at later in the video. Hold on. Now I need to share my screen. Share screen. JW Library. .org. Whatever you call it. Is there something wrong with this website? It's not talking. Siri gave me a heart attack at the stage. As you can see, we start off with young David.
Then he said, a certain man had two
Eating
sons,
a bite,
and the younger of them said to his father,
and you know what
Father,
it is.
give me the part of
The
the property
prodigal
that falls to my share. Then he divided his means of living to them. Later, after not many days, the younger son gathered all things together and traveled abroad into a distant country, and there squandered his property by living a debauched life. Then he said to him, Child, you have always been with me, and all the things that are mine are
Yeah,
yours.
Al, pay
But we
attention
just
or you
had to
won't
enjoy
become really
ourselves and rejoice,
spiritual and you'll be
because
destroyed at
this your
Armageddon.
brother was dead and came to life, and he was lost and was found.
That was sort of good though. Hold on. Okay, so I remember last year when I was giving my first talk. My first talk on June 21st, 2024 last year. And then I was like really nervous since I would be doing my talk in front of millions of people. And it seems like my mom didn't really care. Well, she did. She asked if I don't want to do it anymore. And I said, no, I'm nervous. And she said, don't worry, Jehovah will help you. And which kind of made me want to do it even more. So, yeah. So, because she said Jehovah will help me, that made me want to do my talk even more. Let me lower the volume.
You see that, David? I knew you could do it.
Dude, this is like 1 hour and 1 hour 34 minutes and 45 seconds. Damn. They would usually make parts, but not anymore. Well, maybe they might still do that. You know it. Hold on, let's read that. Hey dude, today's the big day. See you at the Java station at 8:45 sharp. Does Al even know how to write letters? First of all, at the beginning of a sentence, you put the first letter of the word uppercase. Does he not know how to type, or was he just too lazy to know that? There's a bug crawling on my computer. I need to kill it. What's the matter?
We alive yet?
Who wants to know?
Come on, little brother. Get a move on. I need some help moving the extension ladder before we eat.
Not today, big brother.
Well, I got it. I killed the bug.
Hey, James, hold on. That's a two-man job. Here, let me give you a hand.
You know it's a two-man job. The other man should have been down here by now to help.
Your brother's going for a job interview in the city.
Job interview for what? Where'd this come from?
You're bald.
He told me and your mother about it last night.
That'll work out really well with the schedule. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. And 50% at the end of the month. That's right.
Is that for the rent or something?
And I'll make sure John gets back to you on that. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Mom, I gotta go.
Honey, you're not staying for breakfast?
No, I can't.
Here, John. The Crawfords accepted your bid.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, David, you're not eating with us.
No, I gotta go.
But breakfast is almost ready.
David, I'd sure like to talk with you before you go.
Yeah, why don't you join us for a while? We can talk about things like, the weather. And how you never told your older brother that you were looking for another job.
Yeah, David.
Sorry. I didn't know I needed your permission.
Have you forgot that you have a job? Barker Family Construction. The small company that you're 25% of. The one that finally has workbook for 6 months.
John, can you stir that for me, please?
Okay, first, it's just an interview. I haven't actually gotten the job. And second, maybe I don't want to swing a hammer for the rest of my life.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just want to get out on my own. Maybe have more responsibility.
David, I told you, you're almost at a point when I can give you some jobs of your own. You do good work, and you're only getting better.
So what is this dream job that you're after anyway?
It's a web marketing company in the city.
Web marketing? What experience do you have with that?
None, but they're hiring for some big project, and Al recommended me. I'm meeting him first to get some tips before the interview.
Tips from Al? I mean, Al Phillips. Please don't tell me you revived your friendship with that loser.
He's not a loser. He's been with the company for 2 years, and he's already a project manager.
I'm sorry, I'll rephrase that. He's a spiritual loser.
James, it's amazing.
Oh, wow, David. You should not be making friends outside the religion. What did we tell you before? Just kidding. You can do that all you want. I won't stop you.
To me that you have time to be both a carpenter and a judge.
Okay, it's time to eat. Honey, let's do our daily text and then feed these monkeys.
I think that's a good idea.
Mom,
I
Dad,
mean, come on, who
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
like
but
monkeys?
I'm gonna have to do it later. I'm a little nervous and I want to get there early.
All right, then, you better get going. But please, before you agree to anything, let's talk about it first, okay?
Absolutely, Dad. It's just an interview.
All right.
Well, you need something to eat. And remember, tonight I'm making your favorite, roast beef.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mom.
Can these
Love you
people
too,
stop
honey.
with the
Love you, son.
stereotypes?
David, remember you have a talk tonight.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Hold on, because first of all, in this movie, Caucasians probably, that's how you pronounce it, is it? They're eating they eat roast beef, and then in Remember the Life of Lot, Mexicans eating tacos, and Asians eating rice, and in the movie, young people ask, "What will I do with my life?" Black people are eating chicken, and the young people ask movie, "What I will do with my life." We haven't covered that one yet, so maybe I'll do that.
So what if he actually gets this job? Are you really gonna let him just quit in the middle of all this work?
Well, I
Yes.
guess there's no sense in worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Besides, it's not like I can force him, or you for that matter, to work for me.
Dad, I want to work with you.
I appreciate that, son. Well, let's do our daily text.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely still excited about this opportunity. It's just my family isn't.
Your brother is such a control freak, man. He needs to mellow out. He's gonna have a stroke or something.
He'll be all
I
right.
agree.
My main concern is my parents. I don't think they want me to leave the family business, and my dad wonders if this is the best move for me.
Classic case of parents not wanting to let go. But look, years from now, when they're old and feeble and Barker Family Construction has gone under, they are gonna be so grateful that their son has this rock-solid job with a Fortune 500 company.
Nice, Al.
I'm right. And here we are.
Wow! Is it the whole building?
Nah, it's just 2 floors.
You think I stand a chance?
Of course. He's with me. They don't let you
Okay.
say anywhere. All right, let's go over this one more time. You gotta sell them on your strengths. You're a good worker, excellent communicator, quick learner, can-do kind of guy.
Got it.
You gotta sound like a company man. Yes, sir, I'll do whatever it takes, sir, whatever you need. Stuff like that, it's very important.
Right, right.
So let me be frank. You don't have any experience in web marketing, or with any marketing for that matter.
Damn.
Yes, sir. But I learned very quickly.
This is tough. I like you. I like your attitude. And I'm impressed with the way you speak.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Tell me, in your construction job, how many hours a day did you work?
Mostly 8, sometimes less.
How would you do working a professional week?
Fine. That would be no problem. I'll do whatever it takes, whatever you need.
Okay. Bombastic side dive.
David. Dave, why don't you come on back? Got something to tell you.
Let me guess. I don't have enough experience.
That's right. You don't. But it doesn't matter. He really likes you. He's gonna offer you the job.
No way. Really?
Oh, and it gets better. Since you're such a rookie, he wants you on my team so I get to train you.
Seriously?
Yeah, so, feel free to refer to me as sir from now on.
All right.
Let's go, he's waiting.
All right. Actually, wait.
What's wrong?
You think I can tell Mike that I'll give him an answer tomorrow?
That would be a very bad idea.
I know, but my dad wanted me to talk with him before I committed to anything.
What's there to talk about? You have 100 other people out there that want this job.
Exactly,
want
man.
Then stop letting them mess with your head. This guilt It's not healthy, bro. You're
It's not
just gonna doom
healthy,
yourself to a life
bro.
of working on other people's gutters and roofs.
You're probably right.
I know I'm right. It's a gift of mine. And what do you say we get in there before he changes his mind?
All right, let's do it.
Now you're talking.
Now you're talking, attaboy.
So what I can offer you is a position as a
Sorry.
project assistant. Once you sign the company confidentiality agreement, you'll get more details. For now, this will tell you about our company.
Okay.
Thank
Fair.
you for the opportunity, Mr. Benson. I really, really appreciate it. I won't disappoint you.
Beautiful. Any questions?
Just one. Every week I have
Oh,
meetings.
excuse me. Yes?
Gene Weber is online too.
Thank you. Listen, I got to take this. Did you want to tell me something?
No, nothing. It can wait.
Very good. Al, why don't you take David, show him around, and then take him down to HR to make it official. David Barker, welcome to True North.
Thank you, Mr. Benson.
My friend, let me introduce you to your new home away from home.
Home away from home.
I'll give you the lay of the land. We got the manager's offices over there. That includes me. This is what we call the pod village. It's where the worker bees reside. They take care of the search engine management, analytics, graphics, sales, things like that. Hey, Will, my computer's been running slowly. I need you to stop by this morning. Check it out for me.
First off, Al, you're not my boss. Second, I'll get to it when I can. And third, maybe your computer wouldn't be running so slow if you'd stop downloading things you shouldn't be.
Oh,
Okay.
what is he watching?
well, get to it when you
Stuff
can.
like,
These IT guys, they forget who
I
they're working
don't
for.
know. What is he watching?
And this is our
Like,
break room here. Over
something?
here, this belongs to a good friend of mine.
And who would that be?
Come on, man, take a seat.
I really got hired. I mean, this is all mine.
You did? And yes, it is.
The only problem is I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, don't worry, I'll cover for you.
Just one question. What is a professional week?
That's a nice way of saying we work overtime and don't get paid for it.
Does it happen a lot?
Oh.
Yeah, it depends on what the deadline is. Come on, there's a couple people I want you to meet.
Well, that's a completely
That's worse than Watchtower free labor, I guess.
unrealistic date. Why don't they ask the people that actually do the work?
No, please don't tell me the website's lagging again. Is the website lagging? Because if it is, I'll seriously fuck myself.
Water was a bit of an exaggeration.
Hey, babe. Oh, I'm
When you can. These IT guys, they forget who they're working for. And this is our...
I know. I know. Of course. Thank you.
Vivian, love, do you have a moment? There's someone I would like to introduce you to.
Sure.
Dave, this is Vivian Chen, our project coordinator. And Dave, this is...
Let me guess, David Barker, old friend of Al's, our new project assistant. You start next week. Great to finally meet you.
Wow, news around here travels fast.
Well, Al here has been singing your praises for 2 weeks. I half expected you to have a halo.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Vivian.
I admit, the part about walking on water was a bit of an exaggeration.
The first time Jesus is referenced in this film.
Hey, babe. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Here are the sketches. Hey, Al.
Hey, Taylor, back from your long weekend at the shore, I see.
Yeah.
How'd things work out?
Oh, don't ask. Are all men shallow, or only the ones that I've dated?
I don't know, I've never dated one. Taylor, I'd like you to meet David Barker, our new project assistant, and one of the most unshallow men I know.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, David.
It's nice to meet you too, Taylor. I was watching you earlier. I mean, I saw...
Oh, wait, what? Is David a stalker in real life? What the heck? Okay, that dude's a predator. Someone get this man arrested.
earlier in the lobby. I was waiting for the interview.
Of course.
I guess you forgot to mention that he's also a stalker.
An unshallow stalker? I can't say I've ever met one.
Well, you two will make a great team. Stalker and professional flirt.
That
Taylor
was
isn't
wild.
creative.
Seriously, though, congratulations on getting the job. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Ooh, a smirk.
I thought you said we were going to talk before you agreed to anything.
Ooh,
Now you're
someone's
telling
in
me you're going
trouble.
to start next week?
Dad, I didn't expect to be offered the job on the spot. I didn't expect to be offered the job at all.
But couldn't you?
Okay, this Jehovah's Witness movie is actually good, but there are a few problems we'll get on. So yeah. And someone's in trouble. And it's like watching the news when it's finally interesting.
You wait just another day or two?
Well, I mentioned that to Al, but he felt I needed to jump on this right away.
Now it makes sense. L. Phillips, of course.
It does make sense. I was offered a job for which I have no experience, and they were interviewing people with lots of it. Why would I wait?
How about this? Dad asked you to. You know, the man to put a roof over your head.
James, please. You know we would really love you to stay on with the family business. And I don't want to lose you. Now, if you want to do something else to make a living, I can accept that. But have you really counted the cost? What impact will this have on your spiritual routine?
I don't think any at all, Dad.
Okay, well, have you considered the extra time each week to commute? Rush hour to and from the city each day can be pretty brutal.
But there are other brothers who do that.
What about the hours they expect you to work? Will it interfere with your meetings, your auxiliary pioneering?
Well, I may have to put that on hold, but it shouldn't interfere with my meetings.
What do you mean it shouldn't? You did tell him about our meetings, didn't you?
Do you mind? I'm having a conversation with Mom and Dad. Dad, it'll have very little impact on my spiritual routine.
Okay, fair enough. But what about your goal to regular pioneer? We set up savings accounts to help you boys do that.
I appreciate that you're concerned about me. I do, but I'm 21 years old.
I've just seen how some jobs can consume a brother where there's very little time or energy left for Jehovah. I just want to make sure you're thinking this whole thing through, David.
Remember, honey, what your dad always says? Measure twice, cut once.
I know, Mom. I know. I am thinking this through. And I'm really, really excited about this job. Please, everyone, stop worrying about me. It's not like I'm falling out of the truth.
Oh, of course you're not.
Wouldn't you like something else to eat?
Actually, I'm gonna go over my talk one more time before meeting.
So now what are we gonna do?
We'll make the best out of it. I'm sure we can find a brother that's looking for some work.
Ed Brewster's a really good carpenter.
That's right. I'll give him a call.
I'm very uncomfortable about David taking on this job.
Sooner or later, everyone has to make their own decisions. I think the best thing right now is to show David some support.
Yeah, Andrew. Oh, sorry. That was
I
just
feel
a
like I've been
nickname
supporting him for
Ariel.
years.
I am really worried about those boys.
They are two very different personalities, that's for sure. But they're both hard workers, they have good hearts, and I know they love Jehovah. They'll work it out.
His
No,
property.
no!
Go ahead, say it!
Well, I just skipped a lot of parts. Damn. But can every single Jehovah Witness parents go and try to work with their kids without bringing Jehovah up for one single day? Jeez.
Do what you want, David. I can't stop you. Mom and Dad can't stop you. Jehovah's not going to stop you. This is your decision.
Now you're finally getting it.
I don't know if you get it. As you sink deeper into this world's mess, who do you think is going to reach in and pull you out? I'm not.
Ooh.
As of now, I'm done. You know, it just sickens me to think how much you're gonna hurt Mom and Dad.
Sure.
I'm going to bed. I was a good brother to you.
Some good brother. So, is work always like this?
Pretty much. Sales lands big new account, promises the client the world. Thank you.
Thanks.
Then Mike pumps us up with a motivational speech about how this will be the game changer for our branch. Then we run around like crazy to get it done.
On time and under budget, of course.
You learn quickly. And if not, Mike gives us another speech.
Why did I think the flower was a roach?
He seems like a nice enough guy, though.
Oh, he can be. As long as corporate headquarters is happy. Mike is a company man first, nice guy second.
I see.
No.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Just a persistent ex-boyfriend. Sorry.
Let me guess. The guy you were talking about when we first met?
You have a good memory. Yes, another tragic love story. Girl gives her heart to guy. Guy cheats on her. They break up. Guy tries to win her back.
Taylor, I haven't known you that long, but I'm pretty sure you deserve a whole lot better than that.
Thank you. I think so too. Well, now that you know all about me, I don't know very much about you. Other than you grew up with Al, you worked as a carpenter, you're a super nice guy, and you don't curse. Tell me more.
That's about it. You've pretty much covered everything.
That's not. Wait. So everyone is allowed to curse in this religion or something? Because I was never given that luxury.
Come on.
Really, there's not much else. I started working for my dad's company when I was 16. Barker Family Construction.
Dude, I started doing chores when I was 9. Well, not started, but before I used to do them like for free. But not anymore.
A forward-moving, privately owned firm based out of a modest facility, our garage, that features a highly simpatico workforce. My dad, mom, and older brother. Our mission statement: no job too small.
Sounds like a nice group to work for.
No.
I guess it was. I just kind of grew out of it, you know? Hence my recent job change.
Now, with your construction background, how do you explain the nice guy, no cursing part?
That. Well, my family is very religious, so we were raised studying the Bible.
Okay, what religion?
Christian.
Well, I figured that, but what church?
This is really where David gets, like, I don't know. But it's like, I don't know, like really kind of crazy to talk about your religion with like someone you don't even know yet. Cause like we were in 3rd grade, we were literally talking about what churches we go to, and then when my 3rd grade teacher called on me, she's like, what church do you go to? And then I was like, I go to a Kingdom Hall. And then she already recognized that because she's heard of Jehovah's Witnesses before. So yeah, she already knows. I'm pretty sure she still knows that because I haven't heard from her in a long time since like she left the school when me and my classmates went to 4th grade, and now I'm going to 6th grade. Yeah, baby. So let's continue on with the video. Okay.
We're Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, really? Yeah, there was a girl in high school that was a Jehovah Witness. She was really, really into it. Actually, some of the kids kind of made fun of her. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about it.
It looks like Al is gonna send out a search party if we don't get back.
Of
We wouldn't want
course.
that now, would we?
No.
Oh, drunk pictures?
Research for our
You're
project?
not supposed to
your
be
coffee
looking
break?
at those,
Good.
David,
Why do you
or
ask?
else you'll ruin your relationship
So you
with Jehovah.
are interested in taking.
We had coffee, that's all.
Oh, sure, it starts with coffee.
Now, if you don't mind, I have work to do.
Actually, Romeo, I have some life-altering news for you. How about we head to the think tank?
So, what is this life-altering news that you have for me?
You remember my cousin Anton, right?
Yeah, the one that lives downtown?
Yeah, well, he called to tell me that 2 of his roommates just moved out of the apartment.
So,
So he's got to rent the rooms out in order to afford to stay there.
go on.
Do I have to spell this out for you? 2 rooms, 2 people, 2 miles from work? It's too good to pass up.
Duh, it's too expensive.
This is a no-brainer.
You really think that we should sublet from Anton?
Think about it. No more long commute. No more getting stuck in traffic. No more having your loving family
Oh.
scrutinize every move you make. And the
That's
cherry on
why-
top is that we get to room together.
Maybe forgetting that I make way less money than you.
Dave, it's only a matter of time before you get a raise. Probably a promotion.
Well, until then, I can't afford it.
Don't you have any savings you can tap into?
Yeah, some.
No! No! David, don't use your savings. That was for pioneering. Not for whatever. Just kidding. Don't use your money for pioneering. You can use your money for way better stuff than that.
All right, let me talk to my parents first, and I'll get back to you.
Listen, here, take a seat. I'll be upfront with you. As a favor to me, Anton was willing to let you rent out the room instead of his girlfriend's brother. But you gotta act now or the deal's gonna be gone by this weekend. Look, you're 21 years old. You can't live with your parents forever.
That is true.
Don't you think it's time you leave the nest? Spread your wings?
Yeah.
Be your own man.
Honestly, Al makes a lot of sense right here. Because, like, not everyone can live with their parents forever. It's like saying, like, same thing with, like, Darman says. If you keep a bird in a cage, it'll never learn how to fly. That's what Darman said. Darman? Darman said.
You're right. All right, I'll take it. I'm in.
Fantastic. Let me just call Anton. Hey, Anton. Yeah, my boy David's in. Tonight? Sure, Pete's. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll see you there. Bye. Done. We'll meet him tonight. We'll seal the deal over a couple beers.
No, we won't. I have a talk tonight. In fact, I have to finish writing it.
Can't you get somebody to replace you?
Oh, I hate to do that again.
Just do what I do. Don't show up. Somebody always covers.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, man. It's just this once.
Wait, hold on. When he said I can't do that again, is that what he said? Yeah. Did he do that like before or something? He did that before, I guess. Wow. Just absolute wow. Crazy. Let's go on. Damn.
Fine. Hey, Brother Harper. It's David. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Good. Hey, something came up at work, and I'm not going to be able to give my talk tonight. I'm so sorry. I really hope you can find someone to cover for me. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, bye.
Okay, I know I don't really always agree with this religion, but you shouldn't just listen to someone, and if they pressure you to do something you don't even want to do. Like, for example, parents can't pressure their kids into being in an organized religion if they don't want to, because if a parent believes in a religion, that's fine, but if they just keep forcing it on their children like mine did, then it's just going to cause more stress on their brain. I always had stress on my brain when I stopped believing, and my mom kept pressuring me to be in it. I was getting super exhausted of it. So then I just stopped. I just stopped.
Hello, son.
Dad. You scared me. What are you still doing up?
I didn't know you had to work so late. Last I heard, you were giving a talk tonight.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. Some work-related stuff came up, and one thing led to another.
Son, we need to talk. Please, would you sit down for a minute? You know, your mother and I are very worried about you.
Of course.
We've been missing your meetings, your service, your family worship with us. And it's been happening more and more.
I know, Dad. It'll be a little insane just till we meet this deadline.
And then what? What about the deadline after that? I used to work for a big company. The more you keep giving, the more they'll keep taking.
That's true, though.
Where are you going to draw the line?
When I worked for you, we had deadlines, things that went wrong. We worked
Yeah,
over...
just like when I kept giving to this religion, the more they kept taking from me.
Time?
Sometimes, but very rarely did it interfere with our theocratic schedule. I've been pretty successful in keeping the business in its place.
You have, Dad. I know. You set a good example that way.
Why don't you consider coming back to the family business with us? You can get stabilized, and I can give you a small raise.
Small?
I can't.
Hold on. Small? So, I don't know about that, drunk man. I don't know. Just don't know.
Dad, I'm sorry. Construction, it's great for you and James, but not for me.
Yeah.
I'm really happy where I'm at. And the people, they respect me. I like this job.
Is a job worth sacrificing your relationship with Jehovah?
Of course not. It's not like that's happening.
The Bible's filled with examples of people who felt the same way in the beginning, but then something happened gradually.
I'm not quite sure how that applies to me.
Here, let me show you something, David. Maybe this will help. Read Hebrews 2:1.
That is why it is necessary for us to pay more than the usual attention to the things heard by us, that we may never drift away. Okay?
We need to pay attention because any one of us could drift, and it could lead to our spiritual shipwreck. Sometimes it takes other people to point out that we're drifting.
Well, I've got lots of people pointing. You, Mom, James, the elders. The list is pretty long.
Damn. Just damn.
Listen, Dad. I appreciate your concern. I need to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm going to move out.
What? To where?
Al's cousin Anton. He's got an apartment in the city.
What's wrong with living here?
He's
I need more
21.
freedom. Some independence.
Freedom and independence from what?
Come on, Dad. Where do I start? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm constantly being questioned. Where are you going? Who are you with? What's the name of the movie you're seeing? Oh, he's not good association. You need to use the internet in the living room.
What?
Even when you don't say anything, I can tell.
Okay, you have to use the internet only in the living room. In this Jehovah's Witness family. That makes no sense. I'm glad my family wasn't so I'm glad my mom wasn't that strict when it came to the internet. Like, we weren't allowed to like watch bad things and stuff like that. And I couldn't even listen to rap music, and I like rap music. But I remember this time where I was like rapping the song Humble, and my mom was like, "Where did you get that song?" And then like when I said sit down, and then she said be humble, like, honestly, I'm glad my mom wasn't that strict with the internet, even as a Jehovah's Witness. Even as a Jehovah's Witness, she wasn't that strict when it came to the internet. But we weren't allowed to watch certain things, and we could watch the internet anywhere we want, like in our rooms, the basement, the living room, the kitchen, and for some reason, even I can't do that, but I'm not going to give that much detail, but we weren't allowed to use our devices for like too long, and we weren't allowed to use our devices while talking to bruh. My stutter's crazy. What I was trying to say, we weren't allowed to use our devices while we're talking to other people, cause like that'll distract us from them.
I feel so restricted.
David, we live by Bible principles in our house. They're not restrictive, they protect us.
My point is, I need to answer for myself.
Okay,
All
hold
of us
on.
have an accounting to God.
We live by Bible principles. Yeah, but I don't think the Bible ever said that you should not celebrate birthdays. Like, it said that the Bible mentioned birthdays 2 times, well, twice, yeah, whatever. And both of them, someone died. But because of that, the Bible never condemns birthdays. It never condemned it. And it didn't condemn holidays. It didn't condemn following your dreams. It didn't condemn making friends outside the religion. Because guess what? Jesus befriended prostitutes and sinners. Prostitutes and sinners, I'm telling you.
Odd, right?
That's true. I just want to make my own decisions then, right or wrong.
Is that such a bad thing?
If you know what's right and you choose to do what's wrong, then it is a bad thing.
Honey, what's going on?
Drama.
What's wrong?
David and I are just talking. He wants to move into the city, into an apartment with Al and his cousin Anton.
What? Why would you want to do that?
Because he
I
wants
don't want to get into all the details right now. Let's just say it'll be a lot closer to work, and we'll leave it at that.
I don't understand. You have everything you need here. You save money, and you're surrounded by people that love you.
That's the problem. I'm feeling loved to death.
There's no such thing.
Oh, there is.
Okay. Okay, well, I mean, it is fine. It's good to love your children, but they kind of love him a bit too much that they're trying to keep him under house arrest.
And this family is a prime example.
Wait, I don't even find this to be near the prodigal son. Even though, like, this is the son that runs away, I don't think it's even near close.
Well, what congregation would you go to?
I don't know yet, Mom.
Your dad knows brothers in the city. He could call someone and find out.
No, that's all right. I'll take care of it when I'm ready.
When you're ready? David, that's one of the first things you should find out.
Mom, please.
Gosh, the mom is.
Can you even afford a place in the city?
Since you asked, I'm going to need to tap into the savings account you set up for me.
No, David! How could you do this? That savings account was for pioneering. You know what? Jehovah will be really mad at you. Really mad at you.
I was supposed to help you pioneer.
It's my money, isn't it? Are you going to question how I use that also?
David!
No, that's all right. It's your money.
Thank you.
And of course,
Well.
brother.
What new pain are you causing the family now, little brother?
Stay out of this, James.
Oh, no, that's okay. I already heard most of it. So you want to move in with Al's cousin, Anton. I wonder which one of his girlfriends is spending the night these days.
You mean Anton is not in the truth? Is that true?
You didn't mention that.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot more he's not telling you. Now you and your mentor can really find out what this world has to offer.
David,
Hold on.
why are you putting yourself in that situation?
Guys, I have to go for a moment, so while I'm away, just enjoy the movie or don't enjoy the movie.
You're just asking for
It's
trouble.
no big deal. I can handle it.
Another late night at the office, huh? You know, it's so ironic that the talking card for today dealt with putting spiritual things first.
Stay out of my face, James.
You know, maybe not so much ironic, perhaps a bit more providential. I'm sure Jehovah knew you weren't fit to give that talk.
Stop it, both of you! David, what's gotten into you?
Do you see what I mean? This is exactly what I am talking about. I am done being cross-examined and scrutinized. I'm moving into my own place with people that I approve of, and I'm answering for myself.
You know what, just let him go!
He deserves whatever he gets!
John, what is happening to my family?
Alright, guys, I'm back. Did you all miss me? No? Okay. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Bing, ba, boom, bang, ba, bang.
Here, let me help you sort this. Thank you. There's still a lot in the car, which is probably parked illegally. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
David, welcome. Hey, come on in. Make yourself at home.
Thanks. Hey, here's the first month's rent.
Fantastic.
Come on, man. I'm sure
What's
you're.
the game you was
Right,
playing?
so the kitchen is there. Here we have
No, I'm not talking
Anton's
about the
girlfriend,
game.
Jessica.
Like,
Jessica, this is
What
David.
it's like.
The newest roommate. Hey.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Same. You want a beer?
I'm okay, thanks.
All right. Enjoy the tour.
Anyways, we have the bathroom here. This is Anton's room. Wait, does Jessica
What's
live here?
with all the clothes laying around? Were they having that thing again? If you know what I mean.
Nah, she's just a frequent house guest. She's hot, isn't she? And this is my room.
Nice.
It's a work in progress. And finally, last but not least, drum
Drum
roll
roll,
please. Ta-da! Your bedroom. You like?
Better than all the other rooms.
Ooh, what did I do to deserve the luxury suite? And with a view. Hey, Mr. Glass Half Empty, how about you focus on what you're getting? This is yours. Can't put a price on that. My checkbook says you can. Chump change soon enough. Oh, my car. Come on. Hey, and I told Anton about the little housewarming party next week.
I still can't believe it's $115 for double parking.
There, we should be synced up.
Oh yeah, party spreadsheet.
Now all we gotta do is fill it with names.
Again, who cares how much money he makes? You deserve better than that. Girl, I would have put the final nail in that coffin a long time ago if I was in your shoes.
He bought me these shoes, actually.
Very funny. See, Taylor? This is what makes our team so great. Devoted employees working through lunch. Okay, what are you really up to?
A little housewarming party next weekend, and it just so happens that we have openings for a number of attractive females.
About 70, to be precise.
Hey,
Well,
yo.
count me in.
Did you say next weekend? I think we have plans then. Could I get back to you on that?
Serious, Taylor, you've got to move on from him.
You're right. You know what? I could do with some serious drinking myself.
Good choice. There will be plenty of that, I can assure you. Mark them down.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hey, Phillips. Big party, huh? Lots of booze? Really?
Yeah, well, guest list is a little tight, otherwise I'd invite you.
Not likely. Say, Al, your buddy David here told me the other week that you two are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, so?
Oh,
Interesting. I
someone.
never knew that.
Oh.
You know, my wife talks about the Bible with a witness woman. She comes by the house.
That's great, Will.
Can't say I agree with them, but what I've been hearing about Jehovah's Witnesses and what I know about you, well, let's just say there seems to be a discrepancy. That's all.
Okay, was that just me, or was it a very odd conversation?
No, that was definitely odd.
Forget him, he's crazy.
You told me that you were a Jehovah Witness.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about religion at work.
Don't be silly, we're at lunch.
Wait.
I had some neighbors, they were Jehovah's. No offense.
My mom sometimes, well, not all the time, sometimes talk about like Jehovah's Witness during work, Like she still believes. And after I stopped believing, me and my like school friend Jack like started talking about like the religion, and like I told him like some stuff that are forbidden, and then he was like sort of shocked. I don't know if he was being sarcastic, but he was sort of shocked with like, huh? I don't know.
Nice people, just a little too devoted.
Well, they live what they believe.
What do you believe?
Well, we believe that God's name is Jehovah.
Of course.
His son is Jesus Christ. Humans will be restored to perfection and live forever on a paradise earth, and that the dead will be resurrected. That's just scratching the surface, really.
Wow, that's some heavy stuff. You know, I went to church when I was a kid, but I can't say I remember any of that.
I vaguely remember that you don't celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, that's true.
What's wrong with birthdays?
We have no problem if other people celebrate theirs, but we don't because they have pagan origins.
Dude, birthdays are pagan. But what about all the other things you allow that are pagan? Wedding ring, and they allow wedding rings, that's pagan as hell. And the Bible also sees dogs as unclean animals, and yet Jehovah's Witnesses don't have a problem with having dogs.
And the Bible doesn't really put them in a favorable light.
Al, last year when we threw you a party, you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I don't really make a big deal about that stuff. It's a conscience thing. You know, we really should be getting back to work.
Wait, doesn't your religion punish people when they do something bad?
Well, there's certain things that the
Like, spank them? I don't know.
Bible condemns.
And if you get caught, you get a lecture, promise not to do it again, cry a few tears. It's straightforward.
It's not like every religion.
It's not quite like that. If someone commits a serious sin, confesses it, is sorry, and doesn't do it again, then they lose privileges in the congregation.
But what if they aren't sorry?
Or what if they keep doing it?
You get
Well,
spanked.
then they may
What
get
did I just
disfellowship.
say?
Wow, you mean like kicked out?
Not exactly. They can still come to congregation meetings, they're just not allowed to socialize with anyone.
Seriously?
Wow, that sounds a bit extreme.
I tend to agree.
Okay, well, it may seem that way, but it's a protection for the people in the congregation. And the hope is it will help the person to stop doing bad. And if they do, then eventually everyone welcomes them back.
Wow, I don't know how long I would last in your religion.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. Well, kids, fun time is over. Dave, we really should be getting back to work. Why don't we see if the conference room's open?
Okay. So, what's going on, man?
What is with you?
What?
Why'd you have to bring up all that disfellowshipping stuff? And birthdays?
I didn't bring it up, they did.
Why didn't you just tell them about Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny while you were at
They
it?
wanted to know. What was I supposed to do?
Change the subject! Like, you can't shove our beliefs down their throats!
I wasn't shoving anything.
Listen, talking about religion at work is never a good idea. Such a turnoff, especially with certain people.
Like who?
Pretty much everybody. Will Parsons? What did you talk to that guy for?
I don't know. He was helping me with my computer. He seemed like a nice guy.
Well, looks can be deceiving.
That is true sometimes.
Listen, you said what you needed to say. I just think it's best if we keep our beliefs to ourselves from now on. And look, I'm sorry about losing it. It's all this pressure I'm under. Are we cool?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, let's get back to work. And don't even worry about it. This place is not gonna get started till 10:30, 11 maybe. You know how I roll.
Okay, this music.
What do you think? How does it look?
Looks great. Hey, David, can you get the door?
His girlfriend is here. So is there going to be slapping some cheeks at this party? Is there? No? Okay.
Here, honey, here's some ginger tea. It will help settle your stomach.
Thank you, hon. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but I'm worried. Do you think we should call him?
I did. I got his voicemail. I think we need to give him a little time to sort things out.
I know our son. His behavior lately, that outburst, that's not the David of 6 months ago.
Yeah, because he's growing into a new man.
James is right about Al.
Whether he is or isn't, David's an adult now, and he's not under our roof. He's making his own choices.
I was just reading Proverbs 22:6. Train up a boy according to the way for him. Even when he grows old, he will not turn aside from it.
What was the verse again? Hold on, I need the verse. Hold on. So we can read
Our
it
son.
ourselves.
His behavior lately, that outburst, that's not the David of 6 months ago. Maybe James is right
There's
about...
a verse in Proverbs.
Al.
Whether he is or isn't, David's an adult now, and he's not under our roof. He's making his own choices.
I was just reading Proverbs 22.
Okay, Proverbs. Dude, where's the book of Proverbs? Did it get removed from... Oh, never mind. I almost thought it got...
2:6.
Proverbs 22:6? Dude! I just...
Whether he is or isn't,
I just need the
David's an adult
verse.
now,
That's
and
all I
he's not under our
need.
roof. He's making his own choices.
I was just reading Proverbs 22:6.
Okay, 22:6. 22:6. Okay. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen from here. Okay, so let's... Okay, Proverbs 22:6. So in the Jehovah's Witness version of the Bible, it says that train a boy in the way he should go. Even when he grows old, he will not depart from it. So let's look at another translation to see if it's really that accurate. Hold on. Wait, Ma, I forgot to show it. What the hell? Okay. Proverbs 22:6. Yeah, train a boy in the way he should go. And even when he grows old, he'll not depart from it. So let's look at another translation and see if it's accurate. Hold on. Bibles. Now let's go. I'll pick this one. Please make sure it's accurate. Okay, 22. Come on. Yep, this website's lacking, I guess. Oh, finally. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Oh, wait. This is the same one! Except, like, different writing. I don't like this translation. We want to go to an accurate one. Rotherham. Ooh. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a youth in the direction of his duty. Even when he becometh old, he will not depart from it. Okay, I guess it's technically the same. So yeah, let's go back to the video.
Not turn aside from it. John, did we do our best to train them?
You know, we could have always done something different. But we trained them by our example to put spiritual things first. We were always open with them. We listened. Took them on family vacations. We studied with them. And we showed them love.
Yeah, by spanking
and you know
them.
What else? They had the most loving, caring mother in the entire world.
The one who spanks them every day.
We did our best to train them. Now it's up to David not to turn aside as he gets older.
Who's smoking? That David is completely that ugly actor. It better not be a Christmas party. Of course, I have to throw up.
And so, concept design was down to those 3 final cuts as of last night. Creative is still tweaking some layout options, and that's all for our team. We're on target for deadline.
Thank you, Vivian, and to everyone for your reports. Folks, you've done some great work these last couple of months. However, a little reality check is in order. There is a whole lot that can go wrong between now and our deadline. We need to stay sharp and keep our eyes on the prize. So let's keep up the good pace and show the big boys in corporate what this branch can do. I don't care what it takes. I want this done by deadline.
He is one of our biggest clients. It's due by tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're gonna finish this if it takes all night.
So, I'll teach you how to play. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Of course, it's David's with his friend. Yeah. Okay, now I kind of feel bad for his dad. Oh no, David's leaving early. How evil. Yeah, the kingdom hall to make it look wrong. They're going to upset. No, he can't say it. Ooh. His old room.
Hey, Viv.
Good morning, David. How was your concert?
It was awesome. We had a blast, except for when some guy threw up on me.
Ooh, gross. Did you get the email?
Yeah. What's that all about?
Good news, I'm sure. You're gonna want to look your best tomorrow. We all have to put on a good show.
Really?
Do me a favor, get this to Al, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, have you seen Taylor today?
She called me on Saturday and said she needed Monday and Tuesday off.
All right, thanks. Sure, absolutely. I'll have it ready. Sure thing. Bye-bye. Hey, bro, get the email? Yeah, that sounds exciting. Yeah, it's not every day corporate makes a special house call. Word on the street is that they are ecstatic about all the business our branch brought in. What does that mean for us? My guess, they beef up our budget and we all get a fat bonus. By we all, does that include me? Oh, I'm sure. And you'll probably get a raise, too. That would be awesome. I have a killer credit card bill overdue. Yeah, have no worries. By next month, your cuppeth shall runneth over. That's a scripture, isn't it? Hey, did you know that Taylor was taking today and tomorrow off? I saw that.
Of
Probably
course!
got into another weekend with her ex-boyfriend. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. What do you expect if all you do is drink coffee and flirt with her? Can you blame her? I'm not ready for a serious relationship anyway. Who said anything about serious? It's just fun, you know? That's what office romances are. Here, take this to Viv. Tell her it's perfect. And cheer up. By tomorrow, we'll all be riding high.
All right.
Hello, David Barker. Hi, Mr. Benson. Yes, sir. I'll be right in. All right. Thank you. Going to see me, sir?
David, have a seat, please. You have been a great part of the team. For someone who came here with no experience, it's been a real pleasure watching you learn the ropes, and I think you have a great future ahead of you. I really mean that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's why what I have to say is very difficult. I just found out from corporate that are transferring several accounts to the West Coast office. I have no choice but to cut staff. Unfortunately, I have to let you go.
What?
Of course, it's so that they can make it look wrong.
I don't understand.
I know. These things are never easy.
When?
Company policy's pretty strict. It's effective immediately. Now, you haven't been here long, but I can probably arrange for you to get 2 weeks severance.
2 weeks.
Listen, if anything opens up in the future, I'll keep you in mind. And please, feel free to use me as a reference.
How could this happen? What went wrong?
I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I had no idea.
I mean, all this time I've been putting in, I've devoted my whole life to this company.
Look, Dave, we'll get you another job. I know people at other places.
In this economy, are you kidding me? I can't believe this.
Come on, calm down.
That's easy for you to say. You still have a
Control
job.
your
You're not
temper.
broke.
So don't be
I have
angry.
$5,000 in credit card debt. I couldn't even pay my car insurance last month.
Oh.
I was supposed to be getting a raise, not fired.
Come on, I'll help you with something. Maybe get you through a couple weeks. I can loan you some of my bonus.
You got a bonus?
No, he's mad about
What, you get a promotion too?
Hello? Yes, he's here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. Okay, bye. Listen, I gotta get this report to Mike. I'll take you out for drinks later.
the shaking.
Really?
I'm sorry, bro. It's company policy.
Mr. Barker, could you come with me to your desk?
It's all right.
See, everyone, this is what happens when you leave the so-called truth.
Now, remember, don't tell anyone you're unemployed. Tell them you're in transition. And don't worry, I got friends at other companies. I'll make some calls when I have some time.
Time? Dude, I don't have time.
Hey, come on, have a little faith. Trust me, we'll get you something.
Trust you. That's exactly what I did, and look where it got me.
Oh,
Whoa.
dang.
Easy, pal. I got you in. I set you up, didn't I?
Let's just go home, okay?
You should show me more appreciation than that.
Believe it or not, this isn't about you. Do me a favor and just stop talking. I shouldn't drive. We can take the train. I'll get my car in the morning.
The train? At this hour? What are you, crazy?
Fine, we'll take
You're
a taxi.
crazy.
A taxi? You barely had anything
Ow.
to drink.
I had enough. I'm not driving.
Al, you're the one who's crazy. You were at a bar. You're drunk, so you can't drive drunk. Are you an idiot?
Driving.
Fine. I'll drive.
That's not a good idea, and you know it. Come on, give me my keys back.
Look, maybe you don't know how to handle your liquor, but I do. You're starting to sound like my mother. Just get in the car. Dude, you totally just ran a red light. It just turned red. There wasn't even a car in sight. Why don't you stop whining? Oh, I cannot believe this. Perfect. I told you we should have taken the train. What are you doing? Why are you speeding up? Far enough ahead I can lose it. Are you out of your mind? I'm not about to lose my license. Well, you should have thought of that before you took my keys. This is ridiculous, dude. What are you... Come on, man. Just pull over. Does this car have anything in it? You slow down? Just shut up! I'm trying to concentrate! On what? Getting us killed?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh! This is what I call a cinematic cutscene. But this is not.
I can't believe this! Look what you've done to my car! Who cares? I'll pay for it! We gotta go! We're not going! They'll run my plates! They'll know it's mine! Report it stolen! I'm not gonna do that! Come on, we gotta go now!
Dude, you could have gone out of that. And he's going to get arrested.
Keep your hands in the air. Down on the ground. Now, get down on the ground. Face down. Do it. Check the car.
Checking the car.
Show me your hands. Check the car.
Car's clear.
Give me your left hand. Right hand back.
And he's sleeping, of course.
David Barker? Security cameras corroborated your story. Your buddy's been arrested.
Hey, Taylor, it's David.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Look
cannot believe that Al did that. What was he thinking?
I don't know. I've never seen him like that.
Well, hopefully he can get a good lawyer and sort everything out.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sure he'll think of something. It is Al, after all.
True. What about you? What are you going to do now?
I guess start by getting a job. Any job. And other than that, I'm not sure.
You're a talented, honest, hardworking guy. Something is going to come your way. I know it. Don't worry.
Thanks. I just wish that I had the same confidence. Taylor, thank you for letting me use your dryer and having me over.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it. But it's getting late. I probably should go.
No, that's crazy. It's pouring outside.
Oh, she
You'll just get soaked.
Gary.
You could stay here until it stops.
It could rain all night. I should get going.
That's okay. You could sleep on the couch if you have to. You are not going out in this.
Well then, I guess the decision has been made for me.
It has. Besides, we still have this bottle of wine to finish.
Careful. Thank you. You sure you want to hang out with an ex-convict? A broke, unemployed, carless ex-convict at that?
You forgot unshallow stalker.
Oh yes, how could I ever forget that?
Get it right, David.
You think I should put that on my resume?
Oh, definitely.
Consider it done.
Seriously, though, I'm really going to miss working with you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
But it doesn't mean we can't still see each other, right?
No, come on, that doesn't have to change. We'll still see each other.
Yeah, when you're done acting.
David. Please don't go home tonight.
Of course. Just of course.
Jehovah, I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
What Manasseh did was shocking. But was he a lost cause? Was he beyond hope? Let's read 2 Chronicles chapter 33, verse 12. And as soon as it caused him distress, he softened the face of Jehovah his God. Jehovah forgave Manasseh. What can we learn from that? When a person sins, even seriously, and shows true repentance by abandoning his wrong course and making every effort to do what is right, he's not a lost cause. He's not beyond hope. Our loving God, Jehovah, will forgive him in a large way.
You'll be able to put away those umbrellas and break out the sunglasses, because by tomorrow night, we should be in the clear. We'll have the complete forecast with all the details for you right after sports.
Well, looks like we're going to be working indoors one more day. Better get to bed.
Well, don't forget, honey, trash pickup is tomorrow.
That's right.
Trash pickup. Trash. Pick up 8. Trash. Pick up. Trash. Pick up 8.
David!
Goofy on run.
Welcome home, son. I missed you so much. Dad, I'm so sorry. Could I please come home?
How are you feeling?
Relieved, upset, nervous. I'm so disappointed in myself for bringing reproach on Jehovah's name.
Son, if your heart is condemning you, then just remember that the Bible assures us that God is greater than our hearts. We serve a loving and merciful Father.
I know. But Dad, what if I get disfellowshipped? I've already caused you and Mom so much pain.
Yeah, pain me.
If that happens, then we're going to work with it. David, these brothers really care about you. So whatever they decide, we need to view it as an expression of Jehovah's love.
So, spankings, I guess?
Thank you, Dad. Thanks.
I'll be right here when you're done.
Okay.
Why do they still have the same Bible? The one as old as hell. Did they even...
Thank you. It feels really good to be back in Jehovah's house again.
Okay, I'm gonna skip
But he's
this
back
part
What choice did he have?
because I might
He
get caught.
spent all of his money doing who knows what, and you just let him back in.
He's shown repentance, and he's accepting the discipline.
After what he said to me, what he's done to us, I warned him. I practically begged him, and he just ignored it. I'm not buying it.
I know he's hurt you. Your brother was spiritually dead, but now he's come back to life. And he needs you now more than ever. Can't you find some way to forgive him and to welcome him back?
I know that's what I'm supposed to do. But I just don't feel that way. I'm sorry.
We can't have
We'll give him the staff. By the way, that is David's favorite. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm getting to it first. You better get
I'm gonna start these potatoes, Mom. They look great.
Oh,
You want some?
sure.
Dang.
He is doing so well. In fact, today we got a chance
Is that bear something for just juice?
Oh well. In fact, this morning we had a chance to see.
Good morning, honey.
Morning, Mom.
Well, you certainly are up bright and early and making breakfast.
I just wanted to show the greatest mom and dad in the world how much I love them.
Oh,
The website's crashing again.
Gullible. James, please don't do this to me.
To you?
Well, then don't do this to Mom and Dad. We can't keep putting them through this.
Well, you should have thought of that months ago.
I know. I know this is all my fault. I wish I could go back and do things differently.
Well, the damage is done, isn't it? I gotta go.
James.
David, get out of my way.
James. I know that sorry doesn't cut it. But please, just 1 minute. Just hear me out. For all the bad things that I've done, and I know now how much you cared about me, and how much you loved me, and I didn't care, and I wouldn't listen. You were right about so many things. But now I'm asking you, as the one that I used to look up to, as the one that taught me how to swing a hammer, James, I'm asking you as the one that taught me to beat me.
Like beat or B?
James, I'm asking you as your little brother. Please forgive me. Because if you can't, I can't live with myself. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Well, back to the old slaving family business.
Careful, bro. Don't mess up your clothes.
I'm good.
I should be good now. Bunch of fish getting ready.
I don't mind. I got plenty of time.
Come on in. Breakfast is ready.
Yes, we should
Dude,
have everything roughed in
The
for you by
fact that I
tomorrow
had
morning.
waffles this morning also,
Exactly.
bro. Dude, I literally have had waffles this morning. So they're literally having the same breakfast as me. Are they spying on me?
All right, then. We'll see you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Honey, after we leave, could you call the township and have them schedule the inspector for Friday?
Sure. What about Ed Brewster? When do you need him next week?
I'm going to need him a few days, so let's wait and see what the boys have scheduled first.
Sounds
okay?
great to me.
Yeah.
Mom, those are amazing.
Morning, Mom. It smells really good. Oh, did you want to call Johnny and Mel, see if they can play some ball tonight?
Yeah,
Basketball.
actually, I'm supposed to work out in service of Johnny this morning, so I'll ask him, and then I'll call Mel at lunch, and then I'll check to make sure the courts are open.
Okay, so David, what's your schedule looking like for next week?
Well, I was hoping to go out in service on Wednesday and Friday, and then planning to work the other days.
Perfect. How about you, James?
Well, if I go out on Monday, I'll have my time for the month, so I can start work Tuesday.
Good. Well, that's good, because I'll need both of you to help me finish the punch list at the Mitchell house, and then I can call for the final inspection.
You're telling me you got your time in for the month already? How'd you manage that?
All in the scheduling, bro. Start early in the day, early in the week,
I mean,
early in
at
the
least
month.
they're not
And early in the
arguing
year.
like the
That's what everyone's
beginning
been
of the
saying. I
movie.
hope I can make it work.
I know you will. When you start pioneering, we'll make a good team.
Yeah,
Hope-
we will. I'm looking forward to it.
James?
Okay, so if nobody here knows what pioneering is in this religion, pioneering is basically like a whole time of service to Jehovah where you have to like preach and stuff like that. And they also get to go to pioneering school when you have the same Watchtower propaganda you use in the meetings. And I even ExJW Panda said the food was fire. And you preach while you're pioneer when there are millions of other ways to preach. You don't even have to pioneer to preach. You can just call someone, stand next to literature cards. You can have a Zoom meeting. You can knock on strangers' door and then they might kidnap you. So yeah, that's basically pioneering at all times. And if you didn't know, my mom actually used to be a pioneer until she stopped.
Do you want to read our theme text this morning?
It's taken from 1 Corinthians 13:13. Now, however, there remain faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love.
So it looks like we're talking about love this morning. David, you want to read our comments?
Sure. Now, among Jehovah's people today, we see the wisdom of pursuing the surpassing way of love. Truly, it excels in any and all situations. Note how the Apostle Paul emphasized that truth. He concluded, now, however, there remain faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love.
Sorry. Excuse me. Come on, why is it not for sale? Well, okay. Now I'm done. So I'm just gonna get something to eat for a moment and then we're not done yet. There's an actual interview, so I'm just gonna like find something to eat and then I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I guess I couldn't find what I wanted to eat, so let's just get straight to the interview. Share screen. The Prodigal Returns interviews. And of course the website is crashing. And it's the same.
Okay, pictures up. Quiet on the set, please.
It's the same as me. Wait, music.
Camera speed. Mark it.
Ready, and sway out. Ready, action. Action ready.
It was a tremendous privilege to have a part in the production of The Prodigal Returns. None of us are professional actors, so...
Okay, I get it. None of you are professional actors, but can we at least get some professional writers, I guess, for once?
Needless to say, it was a bit intimidating when it came time for lights, camera, and action. But with the kind help of the brothers and sisters, and they're coaching us in a kind and patient way, we were able to get into the role of our characters. Which brings us to our cast, and we'd like to get a few comments from each of them. Michael, we'd like to start with you. What are your observations?
Well, I gotta admit, it was kind of embarrassing playing Bad News Al. You know, I had to say and do these despicable things. Nothing that I would do in real life, of course. And the thing that made Al especially bad is that he was not a non-witness who was trying to lead David astray, but he was a Christian who chose to turn his back on everything he knew. So I kind of had this fear that people would view me differently because I had to play that character. But then a brother reminded me of 1 Kings chapter 22, where it talks about how an angel of Jehovah had to play a deceptive spirit. And he used that to fool King Ahab, and it taught everybody a lesson. So Jehovah approves that.
What warning does the Al character make for us to benefit from?
Scripture that comes to mind is 1 Timothy 5:24, where it talks about how some men's sins are manifest later. So Al, just like Judas, started off as a worshiper of Jehovah, but his spirituality deteriorates over time. So, you know, in the congregation today, you can have somebody who starts off all right, but they begin to live a double life, their spirituality deteriorates, and then they themselves become bad association. That's why it's really important that we watch our associations also within the congregation.
Thank you. Very valid point. Hannah and Bethany, how about you?
Well, sometimes I think on the surface it can be a little hard to differentiate between a witness and a non-witness. For example, in the movie, the characters that Bethany and I played, they were fun, they were friendly, they were hardworking, and even their dress, they were dressed really neatly and modestly, so at first glance, maybe you could even see them fitting in really well in the congregation, the Kingdom Hall. But because of that, it could be really easy to let your guard down with coworkers that kind of have that type of appearance. But in the end, because they don't serve Jehovah, they don't love Jehovah, they don't uphold his high righteous moral standards, and then really they didn't have David's best interests at heart.
Yeah, it's very true. You know, if we're at work, we see coworkers dressing immodestly, or they have very obvious worldly attitudes, lifestyle, speech. As a Christian, our conscience would probably quickly dismiss them as bad association. And also we wouldn't be attracted to spend more time with them. But if on the surface they're dressing nicely, they have a nice personality, they seem like good people, reminding us even of people in the congregation, then that's where the danger is. We saw even with David and Taylor. Association just slowly crept up on him. And so the more time that they spent together, the more their thoughts and their emotions got involved. And that's what led to the trouble that David got into. And so it just shows how careful we have to be in keeping close with Jehovah's love, and also shows the subtleties of Satan's trap.
Good point. Nice people are bad association if they don't live by Bible principles.
What did I just say earlier? Jesus befriended prostitutes and sinners. And just because of that, it's a bad thing? And I get that Judas was a bad association because he betrayed Jesus, but because if Judas didn't betray Jesus, Jesus would have not been arrested. If Jesus was not arrested, he wouldn't have been crucified. If he wasn't crucified, then he wouldn't rise from the dead. And if he didn't rise from the dead, then we wouldn't be safe from sin. And then sometimes God can use bad people sometimes to get good things done. So,
Andrew, what lesson can we learn from the older brother of the parable?
Well, both the brothers had their flaws. We naturally see the prodigal that way. After all, he squandered his inheritance. He didn't care about his spirituality for a time. But the older brother was flawed to the other extreme. He was doing everything right, but he allowed himself to become self-righteous, and that's not good. In both the parable and in the video, he didn't respond properly to his brother's sincere repentance. He wasn't merciful. He was rigid. And it's that sort of quality that led to him having that heated argument in the garage. It caused him just to prod away at his brother when he came home late until he just snapped in the living room. So
hold on, be right back.
So fella, ay mouye lan bati yo, hein? Les filles de famille te mouille. Ou de kolel, ou mette mouille. Allez, mette dans l'eau ou de kolel. Mouille. Gela le a palo pour bien. C'est facile, hein? Ma palo qui sont plus faibles, plus facile. Excusez. Non, pour de l'eau va être faite. Nous faisons, quand on va être bénéfique. On va continuer. Regardez-moi, regardez. Vous mettez n'importe là. On va lui maintenant. Allez, lui maintenant.
Il me kiffe.
Où est Riley?
Okay, while I'm back, let's just continue on with the interview now.
it shows the importance of really monitoring these invisible qualities that we might have, even though we might be doing everything right at the time.
Good lesson for all of us. Casey, any subtleties you picked up on in the video?
Well, I actually thought that Hannah and Bethany brought out a good point. Sometimes we may hear a witness youth reason that their associates or non-witness co-workers are more fun or no worse than, say, members in the congregation. But the way they act doesn't necessarily reflect their true morals and standards. So that association can be very dangerous. In the parable, the prodigal, he squandered his inheritance. He got involved with prostitutes. I mean, he even went so far as to eat pig food. to survive. Really, every aspect of his life was affected, and it spiraled downward.
Wait, I didn't even see him eating pig food. What? Am I blind, or are they just making this up in the movie, or did it actually happen in the parable? I don't know.
And the same can be said with David in the video. I mean, we saw how his whole disposition changed, the way he treated his family. He didn't uphold his moral standards. And even in the little details in his life. At home, we saw him hanging up his shirt. His room was neat. But when he moved out, he even lost that good habit of cleanliness. So his association, it really affected every aspect of his life.
That does not happen in real life. When you move out somewhere, that doesn't even mean that you lose your cleanliness. Like, this is nowhere near realistic as in real life.
Anything else about his character?
Well, I thought it was interesting that after he spent all of his money, he lost his job, he wrecked his car, he ended up in jail, that instead of going home and seeking the support of his loving family, that he turned to a non-witness co-worker. And that's what really got him into trouble. And it was only after he seriously transgressed God's law that then his conscience plagued him and he returned to the support of his family. So for me, it just showed me the importance of seeking that out first. That's really an arrangement that Jehovah has put in place for us, and to seek the support of that.
How did the role of David affect you personally?
Well, for me, it impressed upon me the futility of succumbing to worldly influences, and really the hurt that it can cause to all involved. Even if the person does come back, it really can be very damaging to a family. So my hope is
I'll be right back. Cool. C'est pas moi qui tout prends. Les choses, c'est ta photo. Oh, excusez. Excusez-moi. Je ne vais pas connaître ce qu'on vient de dire. She's probably telling when she see all excusez. Je ne vais pas connaître ce qu'on vient de dire. Vous connaissez ton bien, que vous pensez mal. Moi, le chambre, la bloquant. Là, on va pas pour apprendre. Apporter pour lui, on doit faire son. Mais il choque, là, il faut aller lui. Non, là, il tombe du non. Il fait ça encore. Alright, guys, I'm back. So let's continue on watching the interview.
That anyone that watches this video and may be heading in the wrong direction away from Jehovah will be able to turn around and head back to Jehovah and really embrace the love and mercy that he has put forth for us.
Thank you for those insights. Jolyn, or lovingly known as Mom, how about you?
Truthfully, I'm not a mom.
Of course.
My husband Randy and I served in the traveling work for 20 years, and for the past 3 years have been serving here at Bethel. So I teasingly say that I had to come to Bethel to get a house and kids. But seriously, acting as the mom, it made me think deeply about all the different emotions that a parent must feel when there's conflict in the home, and especially when a child decides to leave Jehovah and the truth. In this case, the family, the parents were doing everything they could, and still there were problems.
This is exactly how my mom felt when I stopped believing in the religion. Because in the future she thinks I might be destroyed, and she says she does not want me to be destroyed, like killed in Armageddon. But yeah, I don't know why mostly people who are indoctrinated can't really see that this is a cult.
Which led to so much anxiety and heart-wrenching emotional pain. I really respect parents in the congregation that continue to stay loyal to Jehovah and maintain their spiritual routine, especially when a child decides to behave badly or make wrong choices. It's really the close relationship that parents have with Jehovah that's going to get them through it.
That is a good point. And I really appreciate the way the script was written on that as well, because the father was so concerned about his boys. He had to maintain reasonableness and balance while not condoning the bad behavior or poor choices that were being made. We saw him admonishing David, we saw him consoling his wife, and also commending and reassuring his son James, which we need to remember to commend Christian fathers when they find themselves in such a challenge, because they have to maintain their composure, their good judgment, and their fairness, even though things aren't working out the way they think they should. Truly, I think no matter what a family member does to disappoint us at times, we should remember the key text at Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10, which says, "The joy of Jehovah is our stronghold." To any who are faltering spiritually or straying from the truth, we'd like to leave you with this text found at 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 25. Please return to the shepherd and overseer of your souls.
All right, that was the end of the interview. Okay, so I'll give this like an 8 out of 10. Even though I thought the movie was good, but there's some things wrong with it. First of all, in the parable of the prodigal son, the son did go back to his family, but he did not even have to see elders like in the movie. He was not in a religion, and he did spend all of his money, but he did not even go to jail. But yeah, they put it in here. And even if this one is the best one after all, this one just feels like an entire parody of the original parable that Jesus told. So basically, I don't see how this is even the same as the parable in the Bible. So that's the end of this video. And bye, guys. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye.